Hello everyone, welcome you all at SVAR Talk Show where we invite personalities from the gems and jewelry industry to know more about them and their brand. IIJS 2024 celebrating 40th edition of India International Jewelry Show, world's second largest gems and jewelry B2B show scheduled from 8th to 12th of August at Geo World Convention Center and from 9th to 30th of August at Bombay Exhibition Center, Mumbai. Experience the pinnacle of luxury, innovations, and craftsmanship, where IIJS marks their fourth decades of excellence in the industry. Discover exclusive collections, network with global leaders, and be a part of this monumental event in the heart of India jewelry sector, Mumbai. Also, do not forget to explore the Select Club featuring couture jewelry at the Jasmine Hall, third floor at Geo World Convention Center. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Mr. Ketan Patel, CEO, Irasva. I welcome you at SVAR Talk Show. Thank you so much for allotting us time. And
Thank you.
we have this IIJS premiere in the coming week. I would like to understand from you about the IIJS 2024 is going to be celebrating their fourth decade, this 40th year. So how do you think this gems and jewelry industry and the kind of role that IIJS have played to cater to the gems and jewelry sector of India and also on the global platform?
So I feel IIJS for India and exposing India to the world has been at the apex, has been at the forefront, has been a body that's brought people together from the industry, has exposed brands, has exposed techniques, technologies, design, commerce on so many fronts that a buyer and a seller both can meet and transact and make relationships and build on existing relationships via the platform, right? So, having been around for 40 years, I think they've grown from strength to strength, and they've been around for the trade for consistently, and evolving from one exhibition to another. So they're also expanding their exhibition bases. So they're also expanding the kind of work that they're doing beyond exhibitions for the trade. Hats off is all I have to say. Hats off to IIJS and its existing and its past committees. I look forward to attending, participating in all their future endeavors. And I congratulate them on their fourth decade, that is the 40th year. Thank you so much for being there for all of us. I think, yes, just wanted to add on with this year's IIJS and what we should expect or what is to be expected of that. IIJS this year, in my view, that this year has been a topsy-turvy year. We've had, at least as far as the retail sector goes, so we've had elections this year. We've had gold having its swings this year. We've had economies worldwide moving up and down. And therefore, with so much of turmoil that exists across so many economies, I feel IIJS is going to be set on a medium note this year, especially because the retail sector had not envisaged and has not sold the way they should have and the way they expected it to play out, right? Therefore, I'm expecting a lot of new designs to come in because people had time to sit back and think as to what we can do when business is slightly down. Not only retailers, but even wholesalers have sat back, looked backward, looked inward, and improved processes with the way they manufacture, looked at processes with the way they design jewelry. And therefore, I'm expecting a lot of changes in design to come in. Hopefully, all the B2B buyers will be, happy seeing what these guys have done.
Right. GJPC is celebrating their theme called Brilliant Bharat, which is highly relevant to the current jewelry landscape. How do you envisage this kind of themes will help Indian gems and jewelry market to showcase their craftsmanship or the expertise that they have on the global platform?
So, every effort, every event that you actually create is going to help some sort of company or the other, right? And I feel that this event that they've created and this promotion that they're doing is definitely going to help a lot of people in and across India and raise the bar.
Right. And talking about the well-discussed lab-grown diamonds, what is your take on the lab-grown diamonds from the consumer point of view?
So we I'm going to talk to you about Irasva here a little bit. Irasva has partnered with a brand called With Clarity. With Clarity is based out of the US. It's based out of New York. We have launched their product line in India. It's a completely lab grown product line. Uh, I have been on the forefront. I have been talking to customers, consumers about the With Clarity product, which is lab grown, and I feel it's a great thing that's taken place. Uh, it's equipped a newly married individual to be able to gift his or his, or his prospective wife an engagement ring or a wedding band, which could have a 2 carat piece, which in his life normally he would have bought it at a later stage, maybe in the late 30s or in the early 40s, when he has that kind of wealth. So today, even an ordinary individual can afford to buy a 2 carat, 3 carat, 4 carat piece and adorn his wife, or even a woman having empowered herself today can purchase pieces which she always loved to have. And therefore, I think that whole aspirational value that is being delivered through a lab-grown line has come true for every individual. Besides that, I understand there is a conflict between natural and lab-grown, and whether you should buy a natural or whether you should buy a lab-grown. This question is there in most consumers' minds. I've been facing more than 100 consumers every month, and a lot of them have basic questions about what should I do, where should I go, should I treat it as investment, should I treat it as a purchase just to adorn myself? And I say yes. I say yes because today and tomorrow, when you're thinking of buying a bag, don't buy a bag, buy a diamond for yourself, right? And it's something that you will be with you permanently. It is something that you can adorn yourself and be happy about. So I think lab grown is here to stay. I think lab grown is the way forward. Sustainability is a great feature of the lab-grown trade. Besides being sustainable, I also think that having a lab-grown in your kitty is not as an or, but is as an and. So if you're a regular natural diamond purchaser, I'm sure you will move to a lab-grown purchase as well. And we've seen a lot of our existing customers who are natural diamond buyers, having moved to lab-growns. So I think it's going to stay like lab-grown rubies, pearls that came in which were cultured. Even today, after decades, people are yet buying natural and cultured pearls. So it's going to remain, it's going to be there, and it's the way forward.
All right. And just to have a little more insight, I mean, definitely now the kind of knowledge the consumer have, they are already sold out on the concept of lab grown when we talk about the sustainability perspective, or when we even talk about the price band, the difference that they have. How do you see the kind of demand and supply on the manufacturing front of the production of lab grown is showing a significant difference? So even people are now being a little conservative while making the purchase. They definitely have a plan to buy lab grown, but they want to see if there be a little decline in the price. Hence, do you think, are you experiencing such inquiries at your end?
See, the initial apprehension of lab grown as an investment is there, because you're typically entering a jewelry store from the mindset that you're going to be saving money through an investment in gold, diamonds, and whatever jewelry you're buying. And therefore that shift needs to take place in the consumer's mind that, hey, I'm buying a lab grown, not from the point of view of investment alone, but from the point of view of adorning myself, enjoying the piece, right? When you buy a Louis Vuitton shoe, or when you buy a Gucci bag, or you buy a good brand, I'm not saying that those are the only two good brands, but when you buy a good brand, you don't think of it as an investment, right? And it's in the same price bracket that you can buy a lab grown diamond. You think of it as, I'm going to get happiness, I'm going to wear it and enjoy it for myself. It's something that I'm rewarding myself, I'm loving myself, and therefore I'm buying it so that I continue wearing it. So lab grown is positioned in that space. If you confuse it as an investment, you might not be happy, because as you know, and as we all know, that production in lab growns has improved over decades, and thereby bringing the price to where it is. And I see it going forward that the lab grown prices will keep dipping as and when technology advances. Machines become faster, smoother, cheaper, and therefore the pricing of lab growns will decline. But you know what? I'm getting engaged today. Let me give a 2 carat diamond to my wife today. Why would I wait for it to decline and then buy it after 10 years? I'm happy. I'm getting my happiness today, and it's at a price where I can afford it, right? So that's something that I feel is going to come about. I have faced so many customers in the last few days because we have had so many exhibitions happening within the Irasva brand. And it's not only in Mumbai, it's in Kolhapur, Pune, Baroda. Lab grown is here to stay. Lab grown is an inquiry that's coming up every day. People are getting aware, which is great. Having said that, we've also partnered with IGI in most of our jewelry certifications. We're going to be conducting limited workshops at all our stores where we are going to be talking about lab grown and going to be clarifying about lab grown to all our customers. All basic questions, all technical questions, everything is going to be answered. So I think knowledge sharing is important from the governing bodies like IIJS, like GJEPC, like GJF. All of these governing bodies sharing their knowledge about lab grown is important so that the end consumer knows what's happening and can make an informative and informed decision about what they want to do.
All right. Now coming back to the brand Irasva, how does the year look for the brand?
The year is looking good. We are at a much higher level than we were last year. I'm not at liberty to share numbers, but we're happy. But having said that, happiness doesn't lead to the end result, and therefore we are pushing forward to the next step. We've opened our Bandra store this year, and that makes it the fourth. So we have a store in Borivali, we have a store in Bandra, we have a store in Ahmedabad, and we have a store in Hyderabad. All stores are stabilizing and growing at the current levels, and we're looking forward to better numbers, better designs, better consumer experience. Delivering customer experience is one of our forefronts that we work with very hard, and we do a lot of events. So Irasva does about 45 to 60 events a year. That's almost one a week. And it has its own set of challenges, it has its own set of rewards. We're looking forward to a better second half of the year.
Great. And Ketanji, last question, like since you're going to be definitely visiting the IIJS Premiere show, any key indication like what you're going to be planning buying at the IIJS Premiere?
We are going into the IIJS show with only one objective, which is to see design innovation, right? Where does Irasva differentiate itself from the others? A couple of things. One is product design, product build, and delivery. That is through our in-store experiences. So for us, we have most of it already lined up, already in play, but a constant endeavor to always be on the lookout for great and newer designs is something that we're looking for.
Great.
So we will be going into the IIJS with that mindset.
Certainly. Well, with this, we come to an end of this interactive session. It was lovely talking to you today.
Thank you. Likewise, Amit. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me here. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to Mr. Ketan Patel, CEO Irasva. Well, do not give a miss. It's a trend-setting show, IIJS Premiere 2024, where business happens. We'll be back soon with more such interesting conversation with the leading personalities of our gems and jewelry industry. Until then, I am Amit Sharma. Sign off. Take care. God bless.